PSG beat me for final, you train my pikin. I say you train my pikin, PSG beat me for final.
Hello sports lovers, my name is Negi Adewola, but you can call me the Sports Amazon. Now that we know the finalists for the 2025 and 2026 UEFA Champions League, we are back outside to ask football fans to predict the final results of the finals and also the team who is going to lift the trophy in Budapest on the 30th of May 2026.
If PSG beat me for final, you train my pikin. If you not train my pikin, a problem.
Now there you want that. Who we are what? There you want that.
They not be boy scout.
They play me you play by hand. They play me you play by hand.
If I not be bad, they say they play ball. If I not be bad, they say they play ball.
Okay, I have Marvelous here, a very good football fan. And Marvelous, good evening to you. How are you feeling?
Good evening, I'm very good. How are you doing?
Good, I'm good. I want to ask you two questions. Number one, Michael Olise or Lamine Yamal?
Okay, I'll go with Olise.
Michael Olise. Why would you go with Michael Olise? I mean, we've seen his performance so far, yes, good. But then again, he has been acting somehow since in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League. So why are you going with Michael Olise?
You know, first of all, why I'm going with Olise is that sometimes when Olise comes to the field, when with that one-on-one, 1v1 with a player, he's going to come out from there. I get it. He's very good with one-on-one. So, and another thing is that Olise is very, in terms of versatility, he's very versatile. He can play the wing, can play as a free role, like the back of a striker. So he's very good at distribution of passes. If you look at the stats this season with his goals and his goals contribution, it's on the high side. So
he has about 19 assists for Bayern. That's in the Bundesliga, and about 8 assists also when it comes to the Champions League.
So you can see the stats are already telling you the kind of player he is. So he's a very good player in terms of 1v1 and contribution to the team in general. But I'm choosing Olise does not mean that man is not a good player. That man is a very good player, and doing all these stuff at this age is explicit.
It's 24.
No, I'm talking about Yamal.
Okay.
So, but in terms of Olise, so for me to buy between them in my own team, I'll go for Olise. That is why I said Olise.
Okay. Yeah. And then secondly, I mean, the UEFA Champions League so far so good this season. Which has been your best match, the best game for you this season?
In terms of football satisfaction, I will go with the first leg of Bayern versus PSG.
Why do you say that? Is it because there was many goals?
It's not about the many goals. If you look at the game was wonderful. Everything was wow. If you look at the individual performance, it was on a very good side. Like individually, everybody contributed, both on Bayern side and both on the PSG side. All the teams gave up their all. Are you getting? So all the goals, if you look at all the goals, you can't say I want to blame the keeper for this goal. All the goals there were wonderful. So the game was very tough, and it was very interesting to watch.
Thank you. We have a Chelsea fan right here, and I also have two questions for you. But first of all, how do you feel as a Chelsea fan from your performance this season, from the performance of your team, the team that you support this season, plus being in Nigeria? How do you feel?
Well, to be honest, the fact is that as a Chelsea fan, I'm indifferent because right from the beginning, I know that the season, would not really go well because we had some kind of decisions that were not really purposeful. The transition of ownership over the years has not really been something very good for us, and we must be able to understand that as a team, you must plan ahead. Chelsea, to be very honest, we are in a hurry to get results. but you don't get results from football. As a Premier League supporter, Arsenal has gotten a plan that is working for them, but Chelsea have not been able to get that right. To be very honest, they will get trophies, but I think if we really want to get this right, we must give a season plan to our coaches so that we can thrive. But for now, I don't think we are doing better.
So are you going to say this is the fault of the owners, the co-owners, which is Todd Boehly and Clear Lake? Is this their fault?
Surely there is no doubt about that. The ownership, they have not been outstanding in their decisions. The Americans, they just came into the system trying to make it look buy and sell. It's not buy and sell. You have to stock, wait for stock improvement before you get these things right. We've not really gotten it right in this aspect. If our ownership are making a decision on a long term, 2-3 years plans, I can give you thumbs up. We will strike this. Chelsea will strike this like Abramovich once did. There is no doubt about that. Take it to the bank for a deposit. I tell you for free. If we have 2-3 years plans, our players will grow now. They will strike this. There is no doubt about that. I can assure you.
So are you saying they should have kept Enzo Maresca at least till the end of the season?
Keeping Enzo Maresca, I don't think would have really made much difference. Though there are emotional decisions with Enzo Maresca trying to make sure that he gets some players, which he couldn't get. The ownership and the board, the sporting directors couldn't get him those players. But if he had been able to, address them behind the scene rather than coming to press to express his wishes, which might go against the decision of the owners and the sporting directors, it's like working in two sides. You needed to work. It's a team. You must be able to. It's a manager. You should be able to speak to the authorities in a more confident manner so that decisions will go well. The media is all over the places. Paparazzi all over the places. They divert news anyhow. Yes. So speaking outside the board decision without consulting the board properly, I think those are the things that really made him, fall out with them. That is why he left.
So let's switch to the UEFA Champions League. Now, so far so good this season. How would you rate the games that you've seen, and which one has been the best game you have seen and experienced this season?
Yeah, to be honest with you, the Champions League from group stages, irrespective of the fact that the group stages have really changed.
Yes.
The stages has taken on that dimension. But presently, I have watched almost 75% of the matches played this season in Champions League. Yeah.
So which one is your best?
My best so far is the first leg, PSG versus Bayern Munich.
Why? Is it because of the goals? Is there something else that you saw in that game?
No, it was because of the goal. I think it's because of the daring. Both teams were, they were ready to dare. When you attack me, I attack you. It was, though some coaches want to complain to say that the goal was not really a definition of tactics. I think it was a definition of tactics because you cannot be down. The players took it upon themselves. They were daring. When they went down, they had to raise their game, come up. It was a game. I think every good football watcher would want to see that match. That match had it was the match of class.
Okay, and then lastly, sir, let's talk about two footballers. Which will you pick between Michael Olise and Lamine Yamal?
I think it's things like, I think this question is a little bit subjective. It's subjective in the sense that in the last 2 seasons to 3 seasons, Lamine Yamal has been proving some kind of performance consistency. He has been consistent at least beyond 50%. While Olise on the other side of the coin, in the last 2-3 seasons, he has been growing. But this particular season, he has been, extraordinary in his performance, especially in this Champions League. Even in their league, he has been trying. But at the broader stage with the Champions League, I think he has really been trying. But if I want to rate them for this season, I think I would say Olise has an edge. He has an edge because he has really upped his game. He's more dimensional. While Lamine Yamal is a one-man show person in Barcelona, and as a result, whatever he's doing is kind of out there on the limelight. But Olise is not a one-man show. Everybody there, they do their thing. But himself, he has a spark, a particular spark that he brings in. That's what I think.
then again, let's talk about the UEFA Champions League. Give me your prediction for the final. Of course, it is Arsenal versus PSG. What do you think will go on in that game, and what will be the result at the end of the day?
I think the game might end like 2-0.
2-0 in favor of who?
PSG obviously would win.
Why PSG?
Because I don't wish for Arsenal to succeed in this life. But that's just
So there's fired never much.
no, unfortunately not. So here's what I think. It's based on logic and of course emotion, sentiments.
Okay.
As a Manchester United fan, I don't want them to succeed ever. I want them to bottle, this is for Arsenal. I want them to bottle the league, bottle the Champions League. But beside that,
You don't want them to win anyone at all.
no, actually I don't. But beside that, I think that the reason why I think logically why I think that PSG would win is because the coach is down to the mentality of both teams. PSG has a history of winning, or rather, the team currently has the experience of winning the Champions League, and the coach is also someone that has Luis Enrique, someone that is very experienced and tactically. While on the other hand, the Arsenal team, they don't have that mentality. They might make it to the final. We've seen it in the FL final where they made it all the way and then Arsenal beat them. I mean, Man City beat them, and like it happens, right? So they might make it. They made it all the way to the final. I mean, they had an easy run to the final anyway, but they made it to the final. But then winning the final is another thing entirely. I don't think they have that mental fortitude to be able to, run the last lap and take the trophy home. So that's why I think. But because obviously they have a very good defense, so I don't see the 5-0 of last year happening. But at the very least, I think probably like 2-0.
By my right, I have Orobosa who is ashamed of his club. Very ashamed of the club he supports. But we're going to find out. And then I have Fred who is a Manchester United fan. So Orobosa, let me begin with you. Please tell us your club.
Manchester United.
Now you dey shame for Manchester United. No, now see your fans here too now. all right. Let me ask you, which is your best game this season in the UEFA Champions League?
I think game against Bayern Munich, the first leg.
First leg.
Yeah.
When you say the first leg now, is that so everybody is tilting towards that game?
Yeah, it was intense and the momentum was very, very high. So, yeah, that was it.
All right, so let me quickly ask you for your prediction. It is Arsenal versus PSG. Give us your prediction. It's coming on the 30th of May, so give us your prediction.
I think PSG 2, Arsenal 1. I think PSG 2, Arsenal 1.
You think?
Yeah. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Why didn't you tilt towards Arsenal?
I don't know.
They have suffered though, they have also to be here.
I know. You don't have emotions to play football. So you don't have emotions to play football. So it's what you can give it inside the pitch. That's the result that will come outside. So that's it. And I believe PSG has a better team than Arsenal.
Thank you so much, Orobosa. Do you share the same thoughts with him, Fred?
Definitely, I believe Arsenal in this tournament. I believe Arsenal.
You believe Arsenal will win?
Yes, definitely.
What's your prediction?
2-1.
2-1 in favor of Arsenal.
Yes, Arsenal will go. Arsenal will get 2.
Okay.
PSG is 1. Yeah.
So they will carry the trophy.
Yes, definitely.
Without emotions, you
No
just
emotion.
feel like
I just want to, because since 2004,
it's time for them to win something.
they need them.
So fire done too much.
Yes, they need them. They need them.
All right, so I want to ask you about your best game in the UEFA Champions League this season so far. Don't tell me it's Bayern PSG first.
No, definitely. I love PSG. I love PSG. Why I love PSG? Why I love the energy. The first time they were going turning up, but when he reached the middle aspect, my dear, they turn up.
So your favorite team for this UEFA Champions League is PSG, but you want them to lose the final.
Yeah, I want Arsenal to win. I want Arsenal to collect the 2 cup. I just pray for them because Man City have already lose now. Definitely Arsenal 96 points. It's going already. So I just believe Arsenal.
It has been an eventful night. I've been speaking to football fans who have different opinions and a different perspective as it concerns the UEFA Champions League, because that's what we focused on today. A lot of fans have tilted towards PSG to win the UEFA Champions League. Who is definitely going to win it, Arsenal or PSG? Of course, we'll get to know that on the 30th of May 2026. My name still remains Negi Ademola, signing out.